Area. Area is the number of square units, also noted as units to the second power, or units squared, it takes to cover the surface of a figure. What's the area of this square? Well, if each blue square that we have here represents 1 square unit, let's see how many it takes to fill up this big one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks about halfway. So I'm going to bet it's going to be 16, but let's keep going to see if we get there. And yes, indeed, it did take 16 of these smaller squares to fill up the bigger square. So then the area of this big square would be 16 square units. How many 1 square foot tiles does it take to cover the rectangle? Use the squares to find out. Well, let's try to fill this one in too. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 feet going across. Here we have 2 rows of 9 taken care of. That would be 18. And we can keep going. So we can see that we filled in 9 boxes going across and 4 going down, and each one represents 1 square foot. So this ends up being, we had 9, 18, 27, 36. 36 square feet. Represents the area of this rectangle. Can you figure out an easier way to calculate this area? Well, the area of a rectangle is found by using the formula length times width. And we found that 9 blocks across by 4 feet as the height, when we multiplied them, we found that this does indeed equal 36, and they were feet. So if we multiply the length and the width together, we do indeed get the area that we're looking for of the rectangle. Similarly, since a square has 4 sides that are the same, you can multiply one side by another side length, and that will also be its area. The length and width are often confused in geometry. The length of a shape is the longest side, and the width is the shortest side when referring to rectangles. What are the areas of these shapes? In the first one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 3. We can either add up each row, 6 plus 6 plus 6, and that would be 12 plus 6, which is 18 square units. The area of this square would be 2 times 2, which is 4 square units. And this one we have 3 units by 1 unit, or 3 square units. And then if we had a rectangle that measured 5 feet long and 2 feet wide, we would do 5 times 2 and get 10 square units. as its area. And similarly, if we have a rectangle that has a length of 7 and a width of 3, we would do 7 times 3 and get 21 square units.